Now in Good Morning Northwest, Meade teachers overwhelmingly vote to authorize a strike. And class starts September 2nd, but will students return to empty classrooms? This morning, an update on the negotiations.
My goodness, what a Labor Day weekend we have in store. It is hotter than expected today, even more so for the weekend. All the details.
And 20 years ago today, Hurricane Katrina tore through New Orleans, leaving massive death and destruction behind. How the city is looking back on that day and remembering the lives that were lost. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, August 29th. Robin has the morning off. Matt Gray also has the morning off. So we got Jason Valentine, who is in delivering us a beautiful weekend forecast here.
Yes, I'm excited to tell everybody how nice it's going to be. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, everyone. It's getting even a little bit cooler this morning. 61 right now. We are just a few minutes from sunrise, and we're going to see ample sunshine for the next couple of days. And look at all of this sunshine we're going to see this morning. Not much wind either, just the stillness of beauty, and it's going to continue. So also continuing is dry conditions. My goodness, we are going to be looking at just a very warm Labor Day weekend and a very warm Friday ahead. So plenty of sunshine, maybe a hint of cloud coverage for your afternoon. Highs in the upper 80s. But as we get into Labor Day itself, take a look at these numbers. 92 for your Saturday, Sunday at 95, and we're going to be looking at near or at record temperatures for Monday, and a lot of kids going back to school on Tuesday. We could break the triple digits for the first time in 2025 on that Tuesday. So it's going to be a hot return to school for a lot of kids. So I'll have much more in my first alert weather forecast that is coming up later in the show.
New from the Breaking Now desk. 20 years ago today, Hurricane Katrina tore through New Orleans, and this footage from that day still haunts the city. Homes underwater, families stranded on rooftops, and neighborhoods forever changed. This morning, the city is coming together at the lower 9th Ward where the levees broke. There will be a healing ceremony, a moment of silence, and a second line parade. Not just honoring those lost, but celebrating the resilience that defines New Orleans. Back in 2005, Katrina changed everything. 80% of the city was underwater, and more than 1 million people were displaced.
We need help!
Hurricane Katrina was one of the worst disasters ever, but out of that pain came a determination to rebuild.
So my home had minor damages, but majority of my family wasn't so lucky.
For many, the storm is still personal, but a new generation is making sure the lessons of Katrina carry forward. At Dillard University, middle school students from across New Orleans spent their summer reimagining the city, designing stronger bridges, safer schools, and shelters.
Every problem has a solution, and even though something that bad happened before, you can always build off of that.
And that's what today is really about, honoring the past, but also looking ahead. However, there are concerns about how the nation responds to disasters. FEMA has placed several employees on leave after they signed a letter, the Katrina Declaration, warning that lessons learned after Katrina are being undone. Despite all of this, city officials in New Orleans are working to make today a national holiday. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, a crash in Spokane Valley between a car and a motorcycle left the motorcyclist dead. According to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, that crash occurred last night around 10 o'clock at the intersection of Sprague and South Custer Road. It's right outside the Walmart there. The Sheriff's Office says there will be lane closures on Sprague for a little bit here, but it'll be cleared up before the morning commute. This crash is currently under investigation. Well, members of the Meade Education Association have voted to authorize a strike. After failing to reach a tentative agreement with the school district, 97% of members voted to initiate a strike yesterday afternoon. If an agreement can't be made by midnight on Sunday, bargaining will resume today, and the association says it hopes an agreement can be reached because the school year starts on September 2nd. Now, we reached out to the Meade School District last night, and they sent us this statement reading, representatives from the district and the MEA will be back at the bargaining table throughout the day and will continue through the weekend if it's necessary. There's been significant progress on a number of key items. We are committed to the process and remain optimistic that we'll be able to reach an agreement allowing our schools to welcome kids back on September 2nd. Well, today we have an update on Dave Tisdall, the firefighter who survived the ambush on Canfield Mountain back in June. The Coeur d'Alene firefighters posted this picture and shared a statement from Tisdall's family, writing, "Though Dave is still unable to move his legs, his gunshot wound, clavicle, lungs, and arm strength is getting better and better each day. Can't thank everyone enough for supporting us through this difficult time." His fellow firefighters say that Tisdall saved lives during this ambush by using his radio to warn others about the attack, even after he'd been shot. Well, federal officials are now examining items that were found during a 2-day search for Travis Decker, the Wenatchee man accused of murdering his 3 young daughters. The search was led by the Seattle FBI office and several other partners, including the Chelan County Sheriff's Office and the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. More than 247 acres of terrain was searched and several personal items recovered during that time. They're now being analyzed to see if any of those items are related to the investigation. The U.S. Marshals Service is still offering a reward of $20,000 for any information that could lead to Decker's arrest. Due to a rise in measles cases here in the Inland Northwest, Providence hospitals are updating their visitor guidelines for certain areas. Providence is temporarily restricting access to the labor and delivery units and the NICUs in both the Spokane and Stephen County hospitals for visitors under the age of 18. Now, this includes Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center and the Children's Hospital, Providence Holy Family Hospital, and Providence Mount Carmel Hospital. As restrictions change, of course, we'll update you right here on our newscasts and on our website. You can find that at KXLY.com. Good morning, Northwest. Time right now is 6:06. We're checking back in with Jason Valentine in for Matt this morning.
Yes.
Kicking off our Friday.
I just can't wait. This is kind of our pivot weekend because this is the last weekend of summer. Football starts, NFL next weekend.
Woo-hoo.
You won't believe the temperatures for this weekend. That's coming up in my forecast.
Well, teen safety concerns prompt a major move for a Spokane homeless shelter. Crosswalk relocates to a new from downtown to a new facility. Why the young people pushed for this change, that's next. Plus, National Guard controversy grows as Trump eyes Chicago and New York. Democratic governors unite against what they call unprecedented federal overreach. A look at the showdown just ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by TourMosesLake.com.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
Yes, it's really happening. Vanilla Ice, Sir Mix-a-Lot, and CNC Music Factory featuring Freedom Williams are coming to the Spokane County Interstate Fair.
To the top, I keep on climbing. Ice, ice, baby. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Shake to my flow, let it go.
Everybody dance now. Things to make you.
Hi, I'm Matt Gray with 4 News Now. For families with teens and young adults, here are some tips that can teach them more about money management.
Talk through when it might be best to use an ATM, write a check, use bill pay, or buy something online. Also talk about what can happen if bills aren't paid or if there's an overdraw on a checking account. Walk through what it means to use credit, have interest accrue, and the cost or benefit of using this option.
There are lots of great ways to teach your kids about money. For more tips, go to becu.org.
Shriners Children's Spokane has been providing the most amazing care to children for more than 100 years right here in Spokane.
On September 4th, tune into 4 News Now to donate and show your support.
Learn about ongoing research, improved treatments, and hear stories about local children and their families' journey.
Shriners Children's provides pediatric specialty care always, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
We'll raise much needed funds to continue to provide superior care to children in Spokane.
Help us spread the word and tune into 4 News Now all day, September 4th.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:10, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Democratic governors from 19 states have condemned President Donald Trump's plans to deploy the National Guard to other cities. In a joint statement, they said deploying a state's National Guard without the request and consent of the state's governor is a, quote, alarming abuse of power. The Trump administration deployed the National Guard to Los Angeles to quell protests and in Washington, D.C. to crack down on crime. Now, Trump wants to expand his anti-crime agenda to Chicago and possibly New York. Some experts and local leaders argue the move is unprecedented and illegal. Today has been declared a day of mourning in Ukraine's capital city of Kyiv. A massive attack by Russia killed nearly 24 people overnight. It's Moscow's second largest aerial attack on this country since the war began. The rescue effort was massive. Ukrainian authorities said hundreds of responders were sent to multiple locations. And as the sun rose over the streets of Kyiv, those efforts still underway. The Trump administration has approved its first major arms sale of new weapons to Ukraine. Ukraine is paying $825 million for more than 3,300 extended-range attack munition missiles. The State Department says funding is coming from Denmark, the Netherlands, Norway, and foreign military financing from the U.S. A source says the weapons could be delivered later this year. This announcement comes as we know Russia continues its assault on Kyiv. Diplomatic efforts to end the war have also been stalled. And President Trump canceling former Vice President Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection. Federal law dictates that vice presidents receive 6 months of protection after leaving the office, but Joe Biden reportedly signed a directive to extend her protection an additional year. Trump has canceled that order. The revocation of protection for Harris comes just before she embarks on a multi-city, high-profile book tour. Her upcoming new memoir, titled 107 Days, chronicles her brief 2024 campaign.
And folks, get ready for just a beautiful start to your Labor Day weekend. Mostly sunny skies. We're already seeing the sun coming on up. Light winds, and you won't believe the temperatures coming up. That's coming up in my forecast.
A brand new homeless shelter for teens is now open in Spokane. Crosswalk Spokane moved from its location in downtown to a new site near Spokane Community College. Employees say it's something that the teens had been asking for as they were worried about safety downtown. A board member and former director of Volunteers for America Spokane says the building is everything she ever dreamed of.
When I went on a walk through here last spring, I burst into tears when I saw the fireplace. Such a normal sort of living area where kids could feel like other kids.
Crosswalk Spokane was established back in 1985 and serves hundreds of young people each year. It's the only licensed emergency shelter in Eastern Washington dedicated to serving runaway and homeless youth between the ages of 13 and 18. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13. The University of Idaho murders crime scene footage remains blocked as a new legal battle unfolds. The city claims legal duty to release and families claim privacy violations. What the judge had to say, that's next. And here's a live look at your Friday morning. Today, we are at the Wall That Heals. It is a replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall up right now at Dwight Merkle Park. You can go and visit it yourself. It's here through the weekend. Thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll see you after the break.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
I was born with a sunny disposition, but I had so much knee pain and foot pain. I wasn't that way anymore. I didn't know what to do. But then I'm driving down the street one day and my knee's hurting and I see a Good Feet store. I thought, what do I have to lose? Once I got my arch supports from Good Feet, I just went back to being my happy self again. My wife noticed it, my friends noticed it, even my dog noticed it. I just wish that I'd found Good Feet 20 or 30 years ago. I've got my Sonny back.
Global Credit Union serves the men and women of our armed forces stationed around the world. We're proud to honor our military members by wearing red on Friday.
Red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed, and 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are inviting you to wear red on Fridays too.
Show your support for the men and women of our armed forces.
Tell them and their families thank you for their service and for protecting our future. Stop by any Global branch and pick up a red pin.
And then remember to wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
We invite you to Mistaqua Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Mistaqua.com.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
And now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing with around $10,000 in total value on this Silverado. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you.
I called Craigsoft and Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999. Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not two, but 3 warehouses overstocked with top quality air conditioners. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a full heating and cooling system installed for only $6,500 to $8,500, depending on capacity. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pig Out in the Park.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. A judge has extended the temporary block on footage linked to the Idaho murders and amended it to include all the bedrooms where the students were killed. This comes after a request from the families of 2 victims asking for a stop on the release from the city of Moscow of video and pictures showing the crime scene. Now, this body camera footage we're showing you here, this was released by the city of Moscow last Friday. You can see black bars in this video because of the temporary restraining order a judge ordered around 2 weeks ago. A brief submitted on behalf of the city of Moscow before yesterday's hearing says that restraining order should have been denied.
Whether I personally, whether anyone personally thinks these images should be released or not, the city has a duty under the statute to release them on request, unless an exception applies. The city doesn't get to ask why.
Andrew Pluskal represents the city of Moscow in this case, and he argues that although the images are disturbing, the city is legally required to release them unless there is an exception. The attorney representing the victims' families argues this case is an exception, and releasing the crime scene photos is a violation of privacy.
They were then re-victimized when these images, these gory images, were disseminated to the public.
Now, despite disagreeing on several things, both attorneys agree that this has turned into a balancing test for the city and the state, weighing the competing interests of privacy versus public disclosure. The state judge is now carefully considering what will happen next before issuing a final ruling. And of course, we'll keep you updated. Well, here's a live look at the start to our Friday morning. We're about just over 10 minutes past sunrise now, coming up into a gorgeous weekend here.
Yes. You have any plans for the weekend?
No, just kind of relaxing. Honestly, going to be cheering on the Cougs on Saturday and just kind of staying inside in the air conditioning, probably.
Staycation, that's always a fun way to do it.
It's been a busy month.
Well, I hope everybody has a great weekend planned. We're in the lower 60s right now as the sun is slowly starting to come up. Hope you're having a good morning so far, enjoying some coffee or whatever you enjoy in the morning. A lovely start to your weekend, mostly sunny skies, and the heat just keeps rising. We've been expecting mid-90s at the most for our weekend. They're above that for parts of it. Well, speaking of which, 89 is expected today, 92 Saturday, and it just keeps going up. 95 Sunday, and near record temperatures for your Monday are expected. Our average for this time of year, usually summer is winding down by Labor Day weekend, is around 80 degrees. That's our average. We're going to be 17 degrees above that on your Monday. So current temperatures slowly warming up. We're in the mid to upper 50s or lower 60s for our areas. Our highs today, mid to upper 80s. Unless you're traveling outside our region, and we're going to be looking at 90s, and this is just going to keep on rising as we head into the next couple of days at least. On our radar, 0. We expect to see dry conditions for the interim. You can see the timestamp up top. Maybe a little bit of cloud coverage as we head into our afternoon hours, but by tomorrow morning, beautiful, and it's going to be continuing just beauty throughout. So if you're doing some traveling for your Labor Day weekend, should be nice conditions. Just do expect to see quite a lot of traffic. Air quality alert continues for Lewiston and Orofino, just to the south of our areas until Tuesday at 10 a.m. But they're getting a little bit of a respite from bad air quality. Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, we've been just kind of oscillating between good air and moderate air for the past couple of days. Looking much better for those regions, but they expect it to get worse before it gets better. So we'll keep an eye on that. Light winds continue throughout our regions. That'll continue tomorrow as well. 7-day forecast, so 89 today, 92 and sunny tomorrow. And look at this, 97 and 98 for Monday and Tuesday. Those are near or at record temperatures. It is going to be warm for the kids who start school on Tuesday, but a beautiful and hot Labor Day weekend is ahead.
Yeah, make sure you got some water,
Yes.
some places you go to cool off, and whether that's in the water or in air conditioning or something. But yeah, just a big bang at the end of summer here.
Yep, call up that friend with the pool.
Yeah, exactly. Use the connections. All right, thanks, Jason. Thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. Your time right now is 6:21. It's almost time for the Battle of the Palouse. Are you ready? Sydney Berger has a look at how each team is prepping for their season opener. It's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This year, Walker's Furniture is excited about our big Labor Day sale, as we spent all summer clearing out discontinued furniture items to make room for truckloads of new styles.
Get the biggest savings of the season with store-wide discounts up to 40% off. Or take advantage of 0% financing for 5 years with no money down.
Making it easy to get that new immersive home theater sofa or bedroom set and pay for it over time during our biggest Labor Day sale yet this week at Walker's.
BECU has helped Finney Ridge Painting grow from setting up payroll services to finance. I feel that BECU is fundamentally concerned about me as an individual and my business and all the individuals that work here. They provide a level of connection that other institutions aren't interested in. With BECU, we don't feel like customers. We feel like business partners.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Conquer the road in a 2025 Atlas. Get a 2.9% APR or a $3,500 customer bonus. Go big. Go Atlas.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Mirajoy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your gut to free your mood.
For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family. We don't know how to handle certain situations, and hospice can come in and train us.
Takes a special person.
Yeah, I said, you are amazing at what you do. And she said, this is a calling, and I love what I do.
We're now just one day away from the 94th Battle of the Palouse. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. Washington State and Idaho are about to go head-to-head in what will be a pretty telling matchup for both teams. The Cougars aren't giving us much as far as official information, with practice closed off and a Week 1 depth chart with little answers. But the thing we do know is that the Cougars are confident in their QB1 selection. We don't know who it is, but Coach Rogers says the man under center was decided last week. It's likely we'll find out who it is on game day when that guy runs out onto the field. But the Vandals quarterback isn't in question. It's Fresno State transfer Joshua Wood, and the Cougs are already dialed in on what they can expect from him on Saturday.
I think he's a really mature kid. You can just tell how he carries himself. I think he's got a really good arm. He's an elite mover. He does really well moving out of the pocket, and they use him in the run game, or at least he was used in the run game at Fresno State. And so he's a dynamic playmaker.
With a week 1 matchup and plenty of new faces on both sides, it's hard to know exactly what the two teams have up their sleeve. But Coach Thomas Ford says the Vandals are going to capitalize on their strength of their offense and especially of their run game. He also says he thinks the Vandals have the 3 best running backs in the Big Sky Conference. Coach Ford has seen a massive improvement in the offensive line, which has been a weak spot over the last few seasons.
Over the last couple years, it's kind of almost been like, it's kind of not very good, right? That's the unit that's holding us back a little bit, and I think it couldn't be far from the truth with this year's group. And so I think that's probably the thing that struck me the most in terms of where our offense is riding those guys up front. Those guys are a great group.
We're going to see how it all plays out tomorrow night with kickoff in Pullman at 7 o'clock. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
All right, Cougs, Vandals. Let's see who walks away with it. Should be a fun matchup either way. Go Cougs. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:26. So get ready to pig out this weekend because Pig Out in the Park is back. When and where you can try some tasty treats and when you can score some deals. We'll tell you after the break. Plus, a Pend Oreille County father enters a not guilty plea after being charged with killing his own son. The details of what happened when Border Patrol arrived at their home. That's next. And before we go to break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, J. Crew under fire. The popular and storied retailer facing criticism for what some are speculating are AI-generated images to promote the brand.
Really, really disappointing to see this from J. Crew.
The photos, which look just like J. Crew ads of the past, appear to feature distortions.
J. Crew, do better.
Paying a model, paying photographers, that's a lot of logistics and a lot of cost. And when you generate an image with AI, that is literally the click of a button.
Sparking backlash from many online.
Not only are we not using the creative resources that we have, we are recycling old creative.
The photos also raising major questions about the ethics of AI and intellectual property. And coming up at 7 a.m., how J. Crew is responding. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
When the island speaks.
So, lazy river.
Cliff jumping.
Water slide? It's time to escape to the Great Life. Now this is the Great Life on the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line.
Your shipping manager left to find themselves, leaving you lost. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Sponsored jobs on Indeed are 2.5 times faster to first hire. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by VECU, your local not-for-profit credit union.
It's our Endless Summer Savings Sales Event, where you'll save $12,250 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Discover the fun at the Spokane County Interstate Fair, September 5th to 14th. 10 days of more fun than you can imagine. Taste mouth-watering fair food, take on thrilling rides, see lots of animals, explore ag displays, admire quilts, flowers, photos, and more. Enjoy 3 concerts, cheer on 2 days of rodeo, 2 days of demolition derbies, and a truck and tractor pull, plus meet the fair mascots. Discover the fun at the Spokane County Interstate Fair. Tickets at ticketswest.com. Full schedule at SpokaneFair.com.
This is what joint pain looks like when you keep moving with Aleve. Just one Aleve, 12 hours of uninterrupted joint pain relief. Aleve. Also try liquid gels for fast and long-lasting pain relief.
Bacon! I need bacon! Not bacon! Not bacon! Not falling for that again. Squirrel? No time! It's meaty. It's tasty. It's bacon! Nom 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 nom. I love you. I love bacon. I love you. I love bacon.
It's our endless summer savings sales event where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, Northwest. I'm Natalie Grant. Robin has the morning off. Today is Friday, August 29th. Thanks for starting it here with us. Matt Gray also off today, so we got Jason Valentine filling in on the weather wall, bringing us some good news to kick off our weekend.
Well, if you like the heat, Natalie, I know some people were enjoying the last 2 days because it was cooler, but the heat is going to be back on. This summer does not want to let go. Good Friday morning. Good welcome to the weekend. 61 degrees right now. The sun is out. It is a gorgeous morning. Ample sunshine for today and the next couple of days. It is going to be getting hot, and it's been getting steadily hotter as we begin closer to the Labor Day weekend. So our radar free and clear. You're going to be looking at dry conditions. So those showers we saw early yesterday morning, nowhere to be seen. So for your Friday, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, maybe a hint of cloud coverage in your afternoon. Highs are going to be right around 89, and we're going to be looking at even hotter conditions as we get into our Labor Day weekend. Let's take a quick look at it. 92 for your Saturday, a little bit of cloud coverage for your Sunday, 95, and we are a hair under our all-time record for September 1st, which is Labor Day, at 97. As we get into Tuesday, even warmer temperatures as a lot of kids are going to be heading back to school if they haven't already. So let me get you and your family prepared for your Labor Day weekend that is coming up in my First Alert weather forecast.
Jason, thanks. We got a scam alert this morning for people in Idaho. Idaho State Police are warning everyone about a scam where callers are spoofing their numbers, making it appear that the calls are coming from an official dispatcher for ISP. Now, to protect yourself against these scams, ISP says you should not provide any personal information over the phone unless you're certain of who's calling. Hang up immediately if you believe the call is suspicious. And if you want to make sure it's law enforcement that's actually calling you, it's okay, you could hang up and then call the agency back directly so you can verify that that call is real. A man in Medellin Falls has pleaded not guilty to manslaughter charges in the death of his son. 58-year-old Randy Holter is accused of holding his son, 34-year-old Casey Holter, in a chokehold, which then led to his death back on August 21st. Randy faces charges of first and second degree manslaughter. Border Patrol officials were sent to the home on reports of Casey, the son, being intoxicated and possibly on drugs. He also allegedly tried to start a fight with his mother. When law enforcement arrived, Randy had Casey in that chokehold. He died at the scene. Randy's trial is set to begin on October 16th. 2 firefighters have been arrested by Border Patrol agents at the site of the Bear Gulch fire. Now, it's not currently clear why they were arrested, and their identities have not been released right now. This fire has been burning in the Olympic National Forest since July 16th. We'll keep you updated on any developments.
We are following breaking news. There are some big changes for anyone who gets packages from overseas, especially us online shoppers. Dozens of countries have paused shipments to the U.S. following a decision made by the Trump administration, which ended a rule that allows small, low-cost packages to enter the country tax-free. For nearly 100 years, packages under $800 could enter the U.S. without hassle. But not anymore. Now, even cheap everyday packages could get held up at customs. And experts say this move could cost the average household more than $1,300 this year.
It's very important. De minimis. It's a big deal. It's a big scam going on against our country, against really small businesses, and we put an end to it.
Officials say the goal is to block fake products and illegal drugs from coming in, and it could put billions back into the federal budget. Earlier this year, the same rule was ended just for China, hitting companies like Shein and Temu that actually built their business on shipping cheap packages straight to the U.S. This is a developing story, and we will continue to keep you updated on how this will impact your wallet. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A popular rideshare app, Uber, is now launching a women preferences feature. The feature will allow all women drivers and women riders to match. Uber says this new feature will give women more confidence while also making them feel safer. According to Uber's safety report, nearly 6,000 sexual assault reports were made from 2017 to 2018. In 2022, that number dropped just over 2,700. Catherine Kosmides is an advocate for helping survivors and says no matter who your driver is, you should always stay alert during those rides.
Always keep your window cracked enough that you can reach your arm out of it. They could have child locks on, so you can't actually open the back door from the inside.
Now, this pilot program will launch in just a few weeks. The 44th annual Pig Out in the Park continues today in Riverfront Park. The event turns downtown Spokane into a lively food and music festival for 5 days. The festival features dozens of food booths, hundreds of menu items, and free concerts that the whole family can enjoy. Admission, of course, is free, but the food you got to pay for. For the past 30 years, one vendor has been right in the middle of it all, the roasted corn and potato stand. It's not just a crowd favorite, but it's a family operation that's been passed down through generations.
I feel like that I am the luckiest man on the planet. I get to spend the entire summer working with all my kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids. It's just an exciting, fun adventure.
Now, Pig Out runs daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. all the way through Labor Day. And hey, here's another perk. The popular Small Bites deals return every day from 3 to 5 and again from 8 to 10 at night. That means select Small Bites are just $6 if you want to cash in and try a bunch of things for a cheaper price, which is appreciated. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:36. Checking in with Jason Valentine. Yeah, if you're heading out to Pig Out this weekend, it's gonna be hot.
Make sure you have some water, some sunscreen, but also a big appetite. All that stuff looks so good. Quick look outside. The sun is up. The heat is up for your Labor Day weekend. I can't wait to tell you the details coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, concussions in high school sports, well, they're more common than you think. After the break, local doctors explain the warning signs every parent and coach needs to recognize heading into this fall season. Plus, a packed courtroom, angry residents, and a divided vote. Shoshone County commissioners put sheriff funding in the voters' hands after heated debate over a tax increase. What the sheriff is asking for, that's after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication. As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union encourage you once again to wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedom we enjoy every day as Americans. Stop into any Global branch to pick up a red pin and show your support.
And then wear red every Friday from now until September 11.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Whoa.
There's still time for summer fun. It's the summer of zero at AutoNation Chevrolet. That means more savings now through Labor Day. Drive new Silverado 1500 models with 0% financing. Go to AutoNation Chevrolet today.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. Fall sports are underway in schools all across our region, and trainers are looking out for concussion symptoms, especially when it comes to football and girls soccer players. Local doctors say symptoms of a concussion can show up in a variety of ways, including slurred speech and changes in mood. Someone with a concussion may not be able to focus properly on a conversation, and doctors say following protocols to protect athletes is crucial for preventing brain injuries.
I would encourage them to pay attention to the rules, the safe rules that are designed to keep you from getting your concussion, and take those wholeheartedly, take them seriously, because those are the only things that have been shown to reduce a concussion.
Now, if someone has a concussion, it's important to pull them out of their sport while they're recovering. If they don't have time to fully recover, a second concussion can give them second impact syndrome, or rapid swelling in the brain.
It is going to be a beautiful Labor Day weekend. We're starting with a beautiful day today. Highs in the upper 80s, mostly sunny skies, light winds. Just a recipe for a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend as well. All those numbers coming up. Voters in Shoshone County will now decide on funding to cover a budget shortfall for the sheriff's office. The sheriff warns that without this funding, the office could lose up to 6 deputies. A packed Shoshone County courthouse watched yesterday as commissioners debated whether or not to let the public vote on a tax increase to sustain current sheriff services. The proposed levy, at a rate of about $41 per $100,000 of assessed property value, sparked division. But commissioners ultimately gave the go-ahead for the special election levy with a 2-to-1 vote, something the sheriff's office says it needs to avoid financial setbacks.
It's really hard to see that it may potentially crumble and go back to where we were 15 or 20 years ago.
Now, the decision to put the issue on the ballot made some people angry, but some others were optimistic about it having a say in how the budget shortfall plays out. And of course, we'll keep you updated with what happens with that vote. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:42. Today we're learning more about the victims in the Minnesota Catholic school shooting. We'll share the changes parents and politicians are now pushing for to make our nation's schools safer. That's when Good Morning Northwest continues after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The Labor Day sleep savings are on now at Walker's Furniture. Save big on brands that improve your rest, like Serta iComfort, Beauty Rest, and Purple mattress sets.
Or enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years and pay over time.
Plus, with select mattress purchases, receive free delivery, making now the best time to sleep better and celebrate Labor Day in comfort and savings.
This week at Walker's.
You'll find American Pride countywide at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains, Montana Labor Day weekend. August 28th, 29th, and 30th, come out for awesome PRCA Rodeo and Youth Mutton Bustin' action, announced by the legendary Bob Tallman. Each night of the rodeo is followed by music concerts in the arena featuring Tanner Laws, Kelly Hughes, and local community bands. And don't miss the carnage on the Clark Fork Demo Derby when it rumbles in the arena August 31st. Get tickets today. Visit SandersCountyFair.com, stop by the fair office, or see us on Facebook, and we'll see you at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains.
The Labor Day savings are on now this week at Findlay Honda Spokane.
This is your chance to get one of the best vehicles made for less.
And it's also your chance to get great lease specials on 2025 Honda Accords and 2026 Honda Passports.
And remember, this week we're offering $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-ins.
Which makes it a perfect time to trade up to a new vehicle this week at Findlay Honda Spokane.
We invite you to Missisquoi Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play, enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesar Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Missisquoi.com.
It's Saturday morning. The sun is out and you're back at it. Well, you're trying to be anyway.
Oh, third time's the charm.
You're hustling, mowing, and trimming lawns for $25 a yard. Respect. But why not make your money work as hard as you do? Get 3.5% APY with an Ascend checking account and let your hustle earn dividends. Visit p1fcu.org/earn to learn more.
Save now with 70th anniversary savings at BuyMart.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:45. 2 young victims killed in the Catholic school shooting in Minneapolis have now been identified. This morning, more parents and politicians are pushing to better fortify our schools nationwide. Here's ABC's Rhiannon Alley.
We are now hearing from the families of the 2 young students murdered in cold blood at Annunciation Catholic School.
We love you, Fletcher. You'll always be with us.
Grieving father Jesse Merkel, remembering his 8-year-old son Fletcher.
We will never be allowed to hold him, talk to him, play with him, and watch him grow into the wonderful young man he was on the path to becoming.
The other victim, 10-year-old Harper Moisky. Her family is demanding leaders address gun violence and the mental health crisis in America, saying no family should ever have to endure this kind of pain. Change is possible, and it is necessary. Video taken by a parent who raced to the school shows the moments just after shots rang out Wednesday. The church had followed its own safety policy, locking its doors when Mass began. The shooter unleashing a hail of bullets from outside the building. In addition to the 2 children killed, 15 others were injured, and 3 parishioners. First responders describing incredible moments of bravery, children not hesitating to risk their lives to protect their friends.
We had one kid that covered up another kid and took a shotgun blast to his back and things like that, and they were helping each other out.
One hospital treated 8 children. Amy Forchus rushed to her job as a pediatric nurse in that hospital, not knowing her 12-year-old daughter Sophia was among the victims. Sophia is now out of surgery but is in critical condition. Investigators have recovered 116 rifle rounds, 3 shotgun shells, and 1 live round stuck in the shooter's handgun. All 3 firearms, they say, were purchased legally. The suspect, Robin Westman, had no known criminal history but previously attended the school. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
And just still sending so many thoughts to the people of Minneapolis, that community, and just more and more devastating each day.
100%.
Well, here is a live look this morning. This is up at Dwight Merkel Park. It's the Wall That Healed. It's a memorial that's set up there right now. It's a traveling Vietnam veterans memorial. It's a replica of the wall that people can go to throughout the weekend here and pay their respects. They did a procession through the city earlier this week, and now, of course, there are lots of different memorial sites are set up there right now.
Yeah, my dad was a veteran. He visited the site, and it was very important for him to go there and see the people that he knew.
Oh,
so
that's great to hear.
We're glad it's here.
Absolutely. And heading into a nice weekend here.
Yes.
Like you said, if you like the heat.
If you like the heat, you're in luck. Not yet, though.
Not yet, no.
We're in the lower 60s this morning as that sun continues to rise. Plenty of sunshine today and really a lot to talk about. A lovely start to our weekend. Mostly sunny skies. The heat, yes, is going to keep rising, and light winds are to continue. So look at these temperatures. 89 today, then just a steady rise. Our average for this time of year is around 80 degrees. 97 for your Monday. That is steaming, and it's just below our all-time high for September 1st. It's even warmer on Tuesday. Wait till you see that number. So temperatures right now, lower 60s, mid to upper 50s for most of our areas. And our highs today, mostly in the mid to upper 80s. If you're heading out of town, you're going to see even warmer temperatures to the south and to the west of our area. So warm conditions throughout the Pacific Northwest. So clear skies. It is going to stay clear for the next couple of days. Just a hint of cloud coverage. Take a look at our forecast radar, and maybe a hint of clouds in our afternoon and early evening. But by tomorrow morning, and as we move on into our Saturday and into our Sunday, just plenty of sunshine, just with a will-o-wisp of clouds here and there. Also, air quality alert to the south of our region, Lewiston, Orofino. They've been dealing with some horrific air quality as of late, but not this morning. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene oscillating between good air and moderate air. To the south, though, looking pretty solid. Probably going to change, though. That air quality alert good through Tuesday. Current winds light or nominal. We expect that to continue. 7-day forecast tomorrow, 89, 92 by Saturday. And look at Tuesday, 98. That would beat the record on September 2nd. And that is our best chance of maybe breaking triple digits for the year of 2025. But Natalie, a beautiful and hot Labor Day weekend is ahead.
That's for sure. Have some plans to enjoy it, but have some plans to cool down if you need it to.
100%.
For sure. All right. Thanks, Jason. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:49. Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy Friday. Happy almost weekend. We'll see you after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, save thousands of dollars on the best selection of trucks and SUVs during the Big Deal event this week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
We always have the best selection in the 509 and the 208.
And that means it's the perfect time to trade up. Plus, this week, get top dollar for your trade-in, including a minimum trade offer. And delay payments until November 1st. Today through this Monday at both Cal locations.
2 country all-stars in one night. Tracy Lawrence and Rodney Atkins coming to the Spokane County Interstate Fair.
You find out who your friends are. Could you paint me a Birmingham? Time marches on. When it makes me want to take a back road. Makes me want to take the long way home. Caught up in a country. He said I've been.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Arthritis causes pain in your joints. Unlike pills, Voltaren gel is applied to the site of pain, penetrating deep through the skin to the joint, reducing intense pain caused by inflammation so you can move more freely. Voltaren, clinically proven long-lasting arthritis pain relief.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53. It's time to get you ready to take on your Friday and your weekend in the morning sprint. Sunshine is in full swing, and it's going to be a perfect day to be out and about. Jason Valentine is in with your forecast and a look at our hot weekend ahead. Plus, 20 years ago today, Hurricane Katrina tore through New Orleans, flooding neighborhoods and changing lives there forever. Hannah Joy is live in studio with a look at how the city plans to remember that day today. But first, a crash in Spokane Valley between a car and a motorcycle left that motorcyclist dead. According to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, the crash happened around 10 o'clock last night at the intersection of Sprague and South Custer Road. It's right outside the Walmart there. The Sheriff's Office says that there were lane closures, but everything should be open for the morning commute. This crash is currently under investigation.
Friday is looking absolutely beautiful. What a start to your Labor Day weekend. Hope you have some great plans ahead. 89 your high today, mostly sunny skies, light winds, just gorgeous conditions. As we look at what you can expect throughout the day, plenty of sunshine. Now we are even warmer for your Saturday, and we have near record temperatures coming on Monday and Tuesday. So the heat will be on. Stay cool, but a great weekend is on the way.
2 firefighters have been arrested by Border Patrol agents at the site of the Bear Gulch fire. Right now, it's not clear why they were arrested, and their identities have not been released. This fire has been burning out in the Olympic National Forest since July 16th. Well, a judge has extended the temporary block on footage linked to the Idaho murders case and amended it to include all the bedrooms where the students were killed. This follows a request from the families of 2 victims asking the city of Moscow to stop the release of the video and photos showing the crime scene. The city's attorney says the images are disturbing but legally must be released unless an exception applies. And the family's attorney argues this case is that exception, saying releasing these photos violates privacy. The state judge is now carefully reviewing this case before issuing a final ruling. A man in Medellin Falls has pleaded not guilty to manslaughter charges in the death of his son. 58-year-old Randy Holter is accused of holding his son, 34-year-old Casey Holter, in a chokehold, which led to his death on August 21st. Randy faces charges of first and second-degree manslaughter. Border Patrol officials were called after reports of Casey being intoxicated and possibly on drugs. When officers arrived, Randy allegedly had Casey in a chokehold. He died at the scene. Randy Holter's trial is set to begin on August 16th. Well, federal officials are now examining items that were found during a 2-day search for Travis Decker, the Wenatchee man accused of murdering his 3 young daughters. The search was led by Seattle FBI Service and several other partners. More than 247 acres of terrain searched there, and several personal items were recovered during that time. Now they're being analyzed. Those items are being analyzed to see if anything's related to the investigation.
New from the Breaking Now desk. 20 years ago today, Hurricane Katrina tore through New Orleans, flooding neighborhoods and changing lives forever. On this day in 2005, 80% of the city was underwater and more than 1 million people were displaced. This morning, the city will gather at the Lower 9th Ward where the levees broke for a healing ceremony, a moment of silence, and a second line parade honoring those lives lost. For many, the storm is still personal, and today is about remembering the past, but also looking ahead. City officials are even working to make today a national holiday. For a special report by Robin Roberts on this 20th anniversary, tune in to Good Morning America.
Members of the Meade Education Association have voted to authorize a strike after failing to reach a tentative agreement with the school district. 97% of members voted to initiate a strike yesterday if an agreement can't be made by midnight on Sunday. Bargaining will resume today, and the association says it hopes an agreement can be reached because the school year starts on September 2nd. Well, voters in Shoshone County will now decide on funding to cover a budget shortfall for the sheriff's office. The sheriff warns that without this funding, the office could lose up to 6 deputies. A packed Shoshone County courthouse watched yesterday as commissioners debated whether to let the public vote on a tax increase to sustain current sheriff services. The proposed levy at a rate of about $41 per $100,000 of assessed property value sparked division, but commissioners ultimately gave the go-ahead for the special election levy with a 2-to-1 vote. President Donald Trump has canceled former Vice President Kamala Harris's Secret Service protection. Federal law dictates that vice presidents receive 6 months of protection after leaving office, but Joe Biden reportedly signed a directive to extend her protection for an additional year. Trump has now canceled that order. The revocation of protection for Harris comes just before she embarks on a multi-city, high-profile book tour. Her new upcoming memoir, titled 107 Days, chronicles her brief 2024 campaign. We'll be back with a final check of weather after this break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Conquer the road in a 2025 Atlas. Get a 2.9% APR or a $3,500 customer bonus. Go big. Go Atlas.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Medicare options for Freddie.
No, not Freddie. Eddie.
Are you still there, Freddie? Okay, aging needs.
Agent, please.
What a beautiful morning, and we're going to see a beautiful day. Let's take a look at, well, we just passed sunrise, and look at the 4 days we got coming up. Today, 89, mostly sunny, light winds, 92 for Saturday, 95 on Sunday, and we've saved the best for the holiday, Natalie, 97 on Labor Day. Tuesday, a lot of kids going back to school on Tuesday, near or at a record, 98.
Wow, what a way to end the summer for a lot of those
if you
kids.
love the heat, it's sticking around.
That's for sure. All right, well, thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. Have a great weekend. We'll see you throughout the day on GMA. It starts right now.